Hey YouTube, so as you guys can see, we are somewhere very different today, and it's not a hotel. uh, I've moved at long last. So the timeline has been kind of convoluted since my last video, but to sum it up, I eventually got a job here in Richmond. Um, Back at like the end of August. Started work September 8th. Didn't have a place to live. I was already looking up before I got the job, to be honest. I was just planning on somehow winging it and living off my freelancing income. But thankfully, I got a job, so that will help supplement. The two incomes basically supplement each other now. So after a job, I was like, okay, now I have to find a place to live because commuting Manassas to Richmond would be ridiculous every day. So found a place pretty quickly because I was already looking at a place. Just luckily for me, the place wasn't taken up by someone else already. But yeah, found, I already had an idea for a place, so I put my application in. And long story short, moved on the 26th of September. Which means, yeah, if you're doing math, wait, you started work on the 8th, you moved on the 26th. Yeah, I had to do the whole living in hotel rooms for a few weeks there, so that was interesting experience. But here we are, right in time to watch the sun come up while I get ready for work. So, anyways, now that we're back, I decided I would vlog a little bit of my week here in Richmond. Not my first week in Richmond, since as of this recording, it is October 22nd, I think. I don't have anything with a date on me. My phone is recording right now, but yeah, this is a week in Richmond. Also, it's Wednesday. Yeah, so it's not even, it's fine. So yep, breakfast is served. Pretty basic one this week. As some of you guys already know, I like to meal plan, so first week I did some hard-boiled eggs. Look how perfectly hard-boiled that is. I don't know if y'all have heard the book Food Lab, but I followed Kenji's recipe for a foolproof hard-boiled egg, and it is literally perfect. And his advice for peeling, the easiest way to peel an egg is like brain dead obvious. I'm surprised I don't see anywhere else mention it, but it's literally just peel it as soon as you take it out the pot. Don't wait for it to cool down. Don't give it an ice bath. Don't drown it in vinegar. Just as soon as you take it off the heat, just peel it under some cool running water, and it peels perfectly. I mean, hard to tell now with all the seasoning on it, but he wasn't wrong. But anyways, yeah, I'm a few days late because I forgot to record on Monday, and then I was just sick this past Tuesday, as in yesterday. Well, sick's kind of strong. I just was like, long story. I think all the exhaustion and tiredness from the last several weeks just finally caught up to me. Because I've been going at like 100 miles per hour since the day I moved. And that was weeks ago now. And I'd say yesterday was the first day I actually had to just stop and crash. Not because I wanted to, but because it felt like my body finally made me. So that clip y'all just saw, that was the restroom, and there was no lights on in that bathroom. It's just, it gets the full light of the morning sun coming in, and it looks really cool. But really want to mention is that so yeah, I decided to finally do this vlog because one, I've been wanting to vlog more, and as you've seen, I have been extremely sporadic. So I want to get into vlogging more, but I also wanted to show a more realistic, I guess, a more typical look of someone in America in 2025 moving out on their own and not living in like an apartment that costs like $5,000 a month for like a studio, and you know, just something more, yeah, down to earth, I guess. So later on, after work in this video, I will give you guys a quick little tour, look around my new place. I'll probably show off the backyard at least. I'm not going to show off the front because, you know, people on the internet are weird and they will geolocate you so fast. But I'll do a little tour of the place, and as you can already see, look at those walls. So I was just thinking about this. I will say I'm not hating on those people who have the seemingly more unrealistic vlogs. Like I said, like, oh, I moved out at 18 and lived in a $5,000 a month studio apartment in New York, Manhattan, with no roommates, right? You know, like, I mean, for some people that is their lives, whatever. I'm not hating, because I was just thinking, like, even my situation is going to be considered highly unrealistic by some people. It's all perspective, right? I mean, because I have 2 jobs, and they are definitely atypical jobs for someone to have when it comes to having multiple jobs in the first place. Like, it's not 2 service industry jobs. Like, usually if you hear someone having 2 jobs, it's like in the service industry or retail or something. But mine's aren't. And it's because of having those 2 jobs, I'm definitely at a higher comfort and income, a higher socioeconomic standing than, I guess, the average person my age, living alone in a cheap apartment, etc., etc. But we'll get into all that when we get into it. Real quick, wanted to show off this cute little shirt I got from Ross, right? I think it was like $7.99, $8.99. Like, I don't know why people shop anywhere but Ross. I also got this lunchbox from Ross. So, lunch right now is pretty basic. I just didn't have time this past weekend to do a lot of cooking. So that's why my meals aren't as elaborate as they usually are. Because simply, it was my birthday weekend, so I was busy doing birthday stuff. Yeah, I pre-made the grilled cheese sandwich. Yep, I pre-made a week's worth of grilled cheese sandwiches. So, actually, I don't want that to be squished. It should be fine like that in a spoon. So, get to work. Work has bowls big enough for the soup. I need to buy a travel thing of utensils. So, let me turn off this light here. I know some of y'all are thinking, wait, you mentioned getting and starting a new job in Richmond on the 8th. I did. I know some of y'all are thinking, well, what's the job? I'll show you. Y'all see all that? Maybe it doesn't appear well on the camera. There we go. It doesn't look as bad. Come on, focus on it. You were just focused on it. There we go. Yeah, you see all of that? So yeah, after 10, 12 minutes, depends on how many red lights I hit, I'm at work. Easiest commute ever. Like, it's literally a straight line to work. The only way that would make it easier was work from home, obviously. So there was an all staff meeting yesterday since I was out sick. I'm gonna go talk to my manager about what I missed and see what projects I might need to work on, or if I'm just waiting for people. Sorry for the whispering. It's really quiet. I don't even know if you guys can hear me, but it's 12:30, so we're going to lunch. So a coworker invited me to sit outside and have lunch with her, so that's what we're gonna go do. Okay then, so actually sitting outside alone because coworker wasn't sitting at the set of tables I thought they'd be sitting at, and I cannot figure out how to get to the tables she's sitting at. Everywhere I go leads to a dead end, and I don't want to walk through the museum with a bowl of soup, especially when there's a bunch of kids running around. So just want to chill out here. Plus I only have 5 more minutes left for lunch, so it's like by the time I finally figure out how to get to where she is, I have to turn around and go back. So I'm gonna hurry up and eat here, and I guess next time. All right, y'all, we are home. So long day of work. It wasn't that long. It actually kind of was. I was just one of those days where you're just always working, so you don't realize how much time has passed. But anyways, I'm gonna get comfy here and then give you guys a quick little tour of the place. All right, starting at the front door. This is the main room when you come in, the living room, family room, all that stuff. And got these cheap paper curtains until I can get around to getting real curtains and properly installing those. And as you can hear, there's a crazy echo in here. Echo. Anyways, yeah, I pretty much keep my curtains down during the day because, you know, it's a city, a lot of people walking by. I need people looking at my place while I'm gone. And yeah, so this is what it looks like when you move into a place and you don't really have a lot of stuff. Like this coffee table I got maybe 2 weeks after I moved in. I found this really awesome thrift store that specializes in furniture. So I got this really nice coffee table for, how much is that? $45 for this thing. And it's nested, so it's $45 for everything together. So that's cool. And then, as I mentioned earlier, my birthday just passed, so my dad got me this toolbox, which is really awesome. And I'll get into the topic a bit later, but I'm just saying my parents are a bit paranoid. So they also got me this. And the, oops. Oh, good job. Yeah, it's a good job. I'm so glad I dropped that. Awesome. We'll see what happens. As you see, I got more stuff I'm still unpacking. Got my dumbbells, of course, because you know I'm not going to miss a workout. And I got my baby who passed away back in January. I still got to buy some command strips because, yeah, good luck putting a nail through that. And then here's the closet for the front door. Yes, lots of space. Actually, there would be more space if whoever, I guess, repainted this before they rented it out again didn't keep this stuff here. I need to throw this away. Anyways, next up, as you see here, a hallway. I'm gonna get to that when we get to it. Until then, take you to the first bedroom, this office here. This one I'm turning into is my office. Got the computer set up already. And this is all stuff I still need to finish sorting through. And as you can tell, the main thing you guys may notice is there's not a lot of storage. So right now I just have stuff laying around until I can afford to buy more storage. So yeah, so I got this stuff here. Oh, and this is also gonna be my music room. So there's my old amp that I am replacing, my turntable, my old speakers, which I need to sell because now I have these speakers. And all this stuff came free to me from my dad. He bought a bunch of music gear from an estate sale, and they had like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of music gear. So my dad gave some to me and sold the rest basically. So that's pretty cool. There's a new amp in the DAC, if I remember correctly, somewhere underneath all that stuff. Underneath this box there's some tapes that you can really see. And I know that you should not store vinyl this way. I know. Let me get the stuff I need to sort through all this stuff. I do have a bookshelf here. Slowly putting my books in as I come across them. I got this bookshelf for like 20 bucks at Habitat Restore. Only thing we bought from Habitat Restore because I don't know what's going on, but it seems like Habitat Restore went from a place you get to buy, for low-income people to buy, you know, furniture to, I don't know who their market base is now because everything's expensive. Okay, next up, I guess since this is in the hallway, might as well address it. So this is here because this is here. And over there is the kitchen. And I know you're thinking like, okay, so what? So I don't know what the heck is going on, but these alarms are the most sensitive alarms I've ever seen in existence. Like, I've been in dorm rooms where I was able to use incense and the alarms never came off or went off. But here, the alarm goes off, you know, literally boiling eggs. And when I say literally boiling eggs, I mean literally the alarm went off trying to make some hard-boiled eggs. So now when I cook, I gotta basically point a fan at the thing. I'm this close to like doing something you're not supposed to do according to your lease. Anyways, here's the bedroom. Also kind of a mess, as you guys can see. It's not really a mess. I mean, things aren't all over the place, but I do wish it was tidier, but as usual, storage. When I do have this nightstand, I just have to sort through this nightstand, clean it out, etc. But yeah, bed. Just got a cheap, what's the word? Double twin, I think it's called, or full size. I think full size is the word. So just got, you know, full size thingamajig. I'm trying to think of the word. What is this called? Frame? Yeah, bed frame. Full size bed frame off Amazon. And then full size mattress also off Amazon. And it's honestly not bad, for real. I'm pleasantly surprised. But I'm someone who likes firmer beds. So this is quite firm. So if you're not into firm beds, then I don't know if I would suggest buying mattresses and stuff off Amazon. And yeah, and then my other nightstand here, I got two. I've had these nightstands for a few years now, so. And then this dresser, oh my gosh. Okay, I got to show you guys this dresser. Look at that. I mean, I might have to, let's see how well that comes across. Okay, yeah. That's like full solid wood dresser. I got it from the thrift store I was telling you guys about. And this only cost us $60. My mom got this one, picked this one up for me, thankfully. So $60 for solid wood. This is the type of dresser that will legit follow me everywhere. It's amazing. Like, this is definitely not an IKEA dresser that's gonna fall apart after a move. And then you have the food lab in here because I've been reading it. And then the closet. Oh, I forgot to show the closet in the other room, but the closets in both rooms, both bedrooms pretty much look the same.
So the part about living alone is I can use both closets. So yeah, more stuff I just gotta sort basically. Continuing on, we have the beauty of the bathroom because we basically got this film the day I moved in because it's like, how the heck am I gonna take a shower when everyone can see me? Now you guys have already seen what the backyard looks like. I mean, arguably, there's not really a lot of people coming up through the backyard, but still, you never know when a neighbor or someone might come home and, you know, you just have yourself fully exposed out the back window. Like, no thank you, I'm not that kind of person. So, yeah. Bathroom. Pretty basic shower and stuff. So, yeah, my Head and Shoulders. More storage stuff I need to get around to sorting through. I definitely want to get some shelvings and stuff up in here. Toilet paper roll because I don't have anywhere to put it. Yeah, so bathroom, storage down there. You know, I got all my typical toilet paper and medicine. Yeah. So, yeah. Last but not least is the kitchen. I just installed these yesterday. Well, installed, I put them together. These also came from Amazon. Just little, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the second one in here, but you know, it's on the caster so I can take it anywhere I want. Yeah, more stuff I do need to sort through and put on there or in the cabinets. So yeah, fridge. Nice little window. That's pretty much the only window I open up during the day because it's all the way here in the back. So it's not like most people aren't going to be walking back here like that. It's just nice to have sunlight coming in, you know. And kitchen stuff, they call it a galley style kitchen. Oh, speaking of, oh man, I have all this stuff on here so I can't show it off, but this little table also got from the same furniture store as before. And this costs, I think, about $20 or $25 for this. So it comes with these two seats. Look how nice they tuck in there. Look how nice, and it just has something in it, so I can't do it right now. But seriously, and it's funny to me because I was talking to my mom about what I wanted to do with this space because it's like, kitchen's too small for like, you know, a real dining table. So this was literally the first time we went to that furniture store. This was literally the first thing we saw. And I'm like, oh my God. This is perfect. I mean, it's like perfect. Like it only takes up what, like 1 or 2 in like a 1/16 of a tile, right? Like it's perfect. So awesome. I guess one last thing before we end this segment, just in case you guys want a refresher, the backyard. So, yep. And there's 4 units here altogether, so that makes it a quadplex. And there's a little side yard over here too. So yeah, not bad. And I pretty much only enter from the back. I always park in the back. I have not parked in the front since the day I moved in. So dinner is unfortunately something else that doesn't seem that appealing, but once again, I did not have time at all this week, well, this weekend, this past weekend, I should say, to do my meal plan. So I had to do the cheapest, easiest stuff I could do because after I eat this, I gotta go to my second job. So I was like, I don't even have any vegetables cooked or anything, but it's like, I just have barely just enough time to heat food up in the microwave, and either I can sit down here and eat it, or a lot of times I end up sitting at the computer and eating it while I work. So yeah, I promise I don't eat this unhealthy all the time. Yep, sloppy joes. When was the last time any of y'all have had sloppy joes, man? Okay, so as I get ready to start the second job here, I realize I never did explain more of my working situation, and I think I'll get more into that later because I already can tell this is going to end up being a long video since it's supposed to be a week in Richmond. So I'll get deeper into that later. Anyway, second job is basically doing data annotation for AI companies. I think I can openly say that I work for the company Data Annotation, but that's pretty much all I can say because there's a million NDAs. So I like this job. I plan on keeping it. So that's all that's all I'm gonna say about it, really. But yeah, I just do this for another 3 hours every evening. And yeah. So first hour and a half of work is done. So I'm gonna snack on something for a bit here before we get back to work. All right, one more hour and a half to go. Make it about 3 hours of work. So let's see, by the time I'll be done, that will be sometime after 9. So, yay. At long last, man. Finally done with work, so we're gonna start getting ready for the next day. Here, basically show you my evening routine. No K-cups in this house because some of us actually care about the environment. So, also because drip coffee tastes better. Let's see how well I can do this. Oh gosh. Yay. Oh, not too bad. Just a little. Way more than little. Okay, it's too little. Just a little bit more. Awesome. Turn it over. And usually I fill it up to all 5 cups, I think this does, but this week I've been kind of drinking a little bit less just because I'm not trying to like burn out the caffeine receptors or whatever in my brain. So, alright, water, coffee, the most important part, for later, 7 a.m. Easy. Alright, so it's officially after 9. I have my bedtime set for 11. So, usually on days like today where I'm tired, I don't have any more mental energy left. Like, I want to read, but I dread the idea of reading because I'm that tired. So, I go to my favorite type of programming that every one of my generation likes to watch, I guess. Yeah. But anyways, I probably won't do another video before bed here, so yeah, here's basically, like, even though it's not the beginning of the week, it's Wednesday, it's pretty much a good look on the average day of how things have been going since I moved in a few weeks ago. So see y'all tomorrow. Thursday should definitely be more interesting just because I don't have work. You know what? I gotta explain all that stuff. You know what? I'll see y'all tomorrow.